Hi Simmers!
Hey everyone!
Welcome to Make 2. So today we're in my town, Sims Landing, and I wanted to show you a campsite that I made. I got the inspiration to do it from some other Simmers that I've seen around on Facebook and YouTube, and I thought I would just try and put my own spin on it. So I selected this site next to the volcano because it's a bit remote and it's got this dirt road, and I figured that sort of made sense for a campsite. So let's go ahead and visit. So basically the campsite is for, I would say, preteens and teenagers. As you can see here, the entrance to the property has this totem pole and statue, which I sort of figured was, a nice kind of thing that you'd see in a campground.
Kind of like summer camp, like camp as opposed to a campground.
Yeah, that's true. It is a lot more like summer camp rather than just an all year round campsite. So yes, that's the model I was going for. So basically, then you have the first main building here, which is where the camp owners and operators work and live. And as you can see, as you come inside, you've got sort of a table here where people can get checked in and get, coffee and things like that. The room itself has these preteen beanbag chairs and a foosball table, couch, bookcase, and all of that. And it's got this message board for, when people get messages from friends and family at camp. And then there's this bedroom in here with the sort of animal skin kind of rustic looking bed for the camp counselor. And he's got a guitar for, those nights when you just want to sit around the fire playing the guitar. And
so this is basically a mix of the main office and where he lives.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And you see that he's also got a dog, an Alsatian, running around the place.
I think that's a German Shepherd.
German Shepherd, sorry.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah. So then this big building here is the dining hall and kitchen, which is where everybody in camp would take all of their meals. So I basically went for a kind of big counter assembly line kind of thing for the kitchen where, people could line up to get their food. And then they've got these sort of rustic tables and chairs to sit at. And there is also a vending machine for people to, grab sodas and snacks and things. And it's got an open doorway rather than a closed doorway because that's what my memory of summer camp is, that the big dining hall was, just open to the air. In the back here, I've got two cabins, one for girls and one for boys. The one for the girls on the right is signified by the flowers on the nightstand tables, and the one for the boys on the left is just sort of plainer. They've got these standing, rotating fans, which I thought were pretty cool, because obviously there's not going to be much air conditioning or any of that in a campsite.
Mm-hmm.
And then back here are the bathrooms, where you've got just a sort of very basic utilitarian kind of shower setup, and everyone kind of uses the sinks next to each other and that kind of thing. You can imagine that the toilets are in partitions rather than just sitting openly. I just didn't have room on the property.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they did make a toilet with a partition.
Yeah.
That would really help building.
Yeah. And then in the back here is a couple of picnic tables for outdoor eating, and then a sort of area specifically for camping in tents. Now, you can't use these tents, unfortunately. I think it'd be really cool if you could, but they're purely decorative. And I just figured, they were kind of fun looking and, sort of necessary to have in a campground. So they're all sort of centered around this fire pit and with these folding chairs so that the kids can sit around and, toast marshmallows and things like that. And I also just tried throughout the property to put as many trees as possible so that, you know, it had more of that kind of outdoor rustic feel. So that's why a lot of the trees are kind of crowded together.
You know, I think it helps give it a sense of space as opposed to just having grass and making it manicured. It does feel rustic and like it's in the countryside somewhere.
Yeah. And I like also that because it's built on the island, you see this sort of pathway going all around, and you know the fence also looks kind of rural and yeah, just like something you'd find out in a less populated area. So that is the campground summer camp, and hopefully you guys liked the video. If you did, please let me know in comments. And if you want to visit the site, then you need to become neighbors on Facebook or Game Center, and the links for those are in the video description and also in our channel description.
Feel free to subscribe to our channel so you can stay up to date with the latest videos, because more will be coming soon.